What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back at it again with another off-season rebuild, as today we have the Utah Jazz. As we know, the Utah Jazz started off the season really hot, being the first seed for a while in the West, eventually fell out, and of course finished up as a lottery team. So today, let's go ahead and do this Utah Jazz off-season rebuild. Before we jump in today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you are new to the channel, as always, greatly appreciated. We have a goal of reaching 50k subs before the end of this year. Will we reach it? I don't know. But the Utah Jazz, let's take a look. So if we look at the Jazz and what they're working with this offseason, of course, Lauri Markkanen, the most improved player, just got announced yesterday. Well-deserved, was honestly phenomenal for them. They got a couple of interesting pieces. I'm not really sure what to expect from the Jazz this offseason. I know what I want to do. I know what my game plan is going to be going forward for the Jazz here. So I'm not going to even talk about what they're going to do in real life because I actually have no clue. So let's just get started. So let's get straight to the lottery. I have a plan in motion. It's going to start with how the lottery goes. So if the lottery doesn't go well and we're just like, we stay at where we're projected, then that's fine. But if it jumps up, of course, that's going to be awesome. So let's see what happens. So we jump in here. We got the Knicks Jet. Okay, we have the 9th overall pick, projected 9th overall pick. We have a 6% chance of jumping up to 1 or just getting in the top 4, whatever it may be. So let's just watch the lottery as we usually do. Got the Pelicans here. They're going to be picking at 14. So Pelicans stay at 14. As long as no one jumps up behind us, that should be a good sign. And maybe we can get lucky. We shall see. Toronto's going to stay at 13. So that's a good sign so far. 12 Orlando. But like I said, our odds of jumping up are pretty low. So I don't know if we'll, get that lucky, but you never know. Oklahoma City Thunder at pick 11. Let's see what happens here. And that is going to stay 11. So far, nobody has jumped up. This is going to be pick 10. This is going to be the Mavericks. And it feels like the Mavericks always jump up. And they did again. Why do the Mavericks always jump up in 2K? So we fall to 10. And you got Detroit number 1, Spurs 2, and the Mavericks jumped up to 4. So not ideal. But I believe we have the 15th overall pick via Minnesota. And we have 27 via the Philadelphia 76ers as well. So falling to 10, low-key really sucks. I honestly would love to trade up in this draft if I can. Maybe I could convince the Mavericks to give me 4. Actually, they'd probably want Lauri Markkanen in that situation, so probably won't do that. I don't plan on trading Lauri. I kind of like my team as it is. We'll see. We got some avenues to explore. I honestly don't want to walk away with 3 rookies here. I'd rather trade up, package these picks, and get like a really good, impactful player because I feel like we have a good foundation as it is. And it's just a matter of adding more around it. Kessler and Markkanen is going to be awesome. Colin Sexton, despite in real life he may never turn anything crazy for the Jazz, he could just be a 6th man. But in 2K, Sexton is so damn good, which is why I could bake on him being my starting point guard in this video if I needed to. Or I can have him, like I said, come off the bench as our 6th man. It really doesn't matter. So, draft night is upon us. What do we want to do? So, if we go back and look, what could I even offer at this point? So we take a look at what we have to offer. So we have Markkanen and Kessler. I'm not trading either of them. We have like Abaji. We have Colin Sexton. We have Simone, which isn't really anything. So there's really no player we can trade. I'm not trading Abaji. I'm not trading Sexton. So it's just a matter of seeing if I can package these picks to move up. So if I wanted to move up, I'm kind of looking at like Charlotte at pick 6. Maybe we can move up to like 6. Maybe the Rockets at 5. I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to try to move up in this draft though, because I really don't want to pick at 10. So I'm going to offer 10 and 15, and we'll keep 27. And I'm going to try to see if I can move up to, like, let's try pick 5 first from the Rockets, or actually the Hornets. Let's try the Hornets first. Let's try the Hornets because I feel like that's a little more in the ballpark, and they cannot trade it, apparently. Okay, let's go to, or actually, they should be able to trade it, but it's just doing its thing. So can I get 5? I cannot. So not getting 5. Blazers trading down and getting more assets, I guess, is a scenario that could happen. I move to 7. I move up to 7. They get 10 and 15. We can do something like that, and we can just roll with that. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. The NBA playoffs are officially upon us, and there's no better way to get more out of the NBA playoffs that you're watching with Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to bet overs or unders on the players you love watching. Let me show you the website. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop. Currently, we're on the desktop version, and you're going to be opened up with this. Basically, you have every sport you can imagine. You got tennis, soccer, PGA, CSGO if you're into stuff like that, MMA, but we're here for the NBA. The play-in tournament is officially starting, and I'm looking at some of these props right here, and I'm feeling juicy. So all you basically do, you can choose between 2 to 6 players. This is my favorite way of getting more out of the game I'm watching. I'm already going to watch the game, so might as well have some fun with it. So let's say I wanted to go Clint Capella over points, and let's say I want to go like maybe over Tyler Hero's prop as well. You just go more and more. 3 or 2 players is 3 times your money, and you can go all the way up to 25 times with 6 players. If you're still unsure about it, here are some examples of winnings I've had in the past, and you can go ahead and sign up with my link down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They're matching your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100 for first-time users. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. So here we are at pick number 7 on draft night. We also have pick 27, and here are our options on the board. So we have Cason Wallace, Jalen Hood, Grady Dick, Chris Murray, Bryce. You got Tevin Smith, Thompson. Of course, I could take one of the Thompson twins. I don't like taking the Thompson twins in 2K, to be honest with you. In this draft class, they never really turned into anything for me. So I actually think I want to take the shooter out of Kansas in Grady Dick and add him to this team. So he's either going to be like a starting shooting guard for us going forward or a starting small forward. And I don't know if I've ever drafted him and let him develop long term. So I think that could actually be kind of fun. So I'm also going to draft like Colby Jones here, or do I want like a younger player? So we got Kyle Boswell, Jalen Clark, Derek Lively, Julian Phillips. I guess I'll take Julian Phillips, 19-year-old 6'8" small forward. So that'll be my draft. So overall, we walk away with Grady Dick, which I feel really good about. And I'm excited about that. Whether we play him at small forward or the starting shooting guard, I think that's going to work out. So player options, we have Clarkson's player option declining it. I'm not going to resign Jordan Clarkson. I don't see the point of it. I think if the Jazz could find a way to resign him, that's great. But for my game plan, I don't see the point of bringing him in. So Olynyk, I'm also going to decline that as well. Keep my money open. And then qualifying offers, I got nothing. So free agency, we actually have a ton of cap space. If we take a look, we could sign Kyrie Irving. We have a ton of cap space, like a lot of it. So, but one thing we do have also is time. We have all the time in the world, because if you look at it, salary cap breakdown, we pretty much have everybody we could want under contract next year. Sexton and Markkanen are both locked up. Grady Dick, I should say, is locked up. Abaji's locked up. Kessler's locked up. All these other guys really don't matter. So we don't have to spend money this offseason. We can wait till next year when the free agency class is so much better. Because this free agency class, yeah, there are some players here, but I actually kind of want to punt on this free agency and not go for anything. I'm going to only sign like 1-year deals to fill out this roster because I want to keep my money open. Because I feel like we can add someone really good in next year's free agency. So that's what I'm going to do. So as far as Abaji and Dick are concerned, I'm going to go ahead and move Grady Dick to small forward, I think. I think that's what I want to do. It goes up to a 78 overall. I'm going to move Markkanen to the 4. So it's going to look something like this. It's going to be Sexton, Abaji, our draft pick, and Grady Dick, Markkanen, and then Kessler. Right now, we really don't have a bench, though, so I need to fill that out. So that is what we'll be doing. We'll be signing 1-year deals to fill our bench to keep our salary open. That way, we can kind of bank on adding a really good player next year, depending on, you know, what position we want to replace in next year's free agency. Like I told you, I'm literally just going to be signing 1-year contracts. Horton Tucker, Karis LeVert, and Drummond are my signings so far. I'm also going to go ahead and re-sign Jordan Clarkson to a 1-year deal. Why not? If we're going to go ahead and just sign these 1-year contracts, we might as well like give Clarkson a deal and then try to flip him at the deadline for more assets, because I feel like Clarkson could definitely net us that. So let's give him a 2-year deal. I'm going to flip him at the trade deadline if we can convince him. So Clarkson is going to come back to Utah. So boom, just like that. That is our free agency. We leave our money open for, you know, for the future, and we get some guys coming off our bench. So THT, we'll have Abaji and LeVert. We'll have Grady Dick. Then we'll have Markkanen, and then Kessler and Andre Drummond. And then Clarkson will probably start the 2 this year again, which is fine. And I'll move probably LeVert to small forward, whichever one. It really doesn't matter. So either LeVert, I'm going to move LeVert to small forward. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be Sexton, Horton Tucker, Clarkson, Abaji, Grady Dick, LeVert, Markkanen, and then Kessler and Drummond. So that is going to be my free agency. We leave our money open for next year's free agency because we have everyone locked up. Clarkson's going to go down. We're going to flip him at the deadline for a first-round pick, hopefully. And like I mentioned, Colin Sexton, he just develops, man. He just does. So we can bank on him as well. And then we'll just keep adding. So I'm pretty excited. I think this is a good start. We didn't do anything crazy, but I feel like we definitely added some good pieces, and we have a plan in place, which is what I love. So let's go ahead and load this draft class, and we can take a look at this rotation. So rotation going into this season is going to be Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, Grady Dick, Markkanen, Kessler, THT, Drummond, Abaji, and LeVert, and then that is going to be our rotation. Only a 9-man rotation. We're going to roll with that. Our proficiency is going to land at a 3.5 balanced, and that will be what we roll with. So I will see you guys at the trade deadline, where I definitely am planning on trading Clarkson. I technically could wait till the offseason to do it as well, but I'm going to try my very, very best to flip Clarkson the deadline for a couple firsts, 1 first, depending on how he's doing. Hopefully we can net some good value for Clarkson. So as promised, I told you guys I was going to flip Clarkson the deadline. That's exactly the trade I would have wanted. So Clarkson and a first-round pick. It is lottery protected, unfortunately, but we get Luke Kennard. out of it, which we can decline his option, and then he'll be gone, and our money will be freed up. So we're getting Clarkson. We're not losing Clarkson for nothing here, and getting a first-round pick for him. You also have some other offers, like the Miami Heat are offering me like an unprotected pick, and it could be very good, don't get me wrong. But I want to leave my money open, like I mentioned, and I don't want to take Robinson's contract on. So I'm just going to go with this trade here and take that lottery protected pick in 2025 and get a first for Clarkson. And now we have Luke Kennard here to step up, and that should give Abaji that starting shooting guard role, which I'm excited about, and this is what we're going to roll with for the rest of the season. And right now we're actually the 4th seed in the West, so we're doing pretty good so far. I don't know if it'll stay that way after trading Clarkson, but we'll see what happens. So at the end of the season, we finished up as a playoff team in the West, and we did got our rookie to make all rookie second team, which is exciting to see, as we're the 1st seed in the West, not to mention, which is honestly insane, the fact that we got the 1st seed. The West was so jumbled, though. I don't even know if I just said a word, but you get what I'm saying. It was just so jam-packed that everyone was so close. I don't expect a championship this year. I really don't. I think it's kind of a fluky finish, in my opinion. But if we take a look at the player stats, you had Markkanen with 25, which is a W. We love to see that. Colin Sexton, 21 points, 13 and 12 with 3 blocks per game from Kessler. So these 3 right here are simply safe, and guys I am building around at this moment. Abaji is another guy, and then Grady Dick as well. Hopefully he keeps developing for us. Drummond was a fine bench piece, but not keeping any of these guys that came off our bench probably, so feeling pretty good. Let's get straight into the playoffs. I don't know if we make it all the way. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 8th seed upset here. We shall see what happens, though. So many current round against LA, and we are going to go up 3-1, and we beat them in 5. So we move on to the second round. This is definitely a lot further than I would have expected us to be at this moment. They do have Clarkson come off their bench, which we made a trade with them at the deadline, so we'll see if we can take down Memphis. So many current round, and we're going to beat them in 7, and we're in the conference finals. Don't ask me how, we just are. So don't really, don't understand, but hey, we're here, and that's all that matters. So now we get New Orleans. I mean, do we actually make it to the finals in year 1 like this? I highly doubt it. Okay, we lose in 6, but the fact we even made it that far is kind of insane. Cavaliers and Pelicans, though, in your NBA finals, and you're going to have the Cavaliers go on to win the championship. Heading into draft lottery night, I'm pretty sure we're not going to have any lottery picks here. Unfortunately, that would have been amazing if we did, but Indiana's going to get 1. We are going to have, do we have any pick in this draft? No, the Thunder actually have our pick, so it's actually kind of good we made the playoffs, because if it would have been a lottery pick, wouldn't have really turned anything. So kind of glad for that plan. And I don't think we have a pick at all in this draft. Maybe next year we'll have some picks, so not worried about the draft this year, I guess. Will Hardy and all that's filled out, so we're good. I'm going to double check, though, to make sure I didn't have any picks. I'm pretty sure I didn't, so let's go take a look if that is actually the case. Future draft picks, and we have none. But we do have a lot of future firsts, as you can see, as we'll have 3 in next year's draft, so that's fine. If the Grizzlies don't make the playoffs, we'll have 3. But let's just get straight past this draft and go to player options. As Markkanen will accept, Kessler will accept, Abaji will accept. We are going to be declining THT and Luke Kennard to open up our money. And then qualifying offers, we got Udoka as a book user free agent, which I don't think I'll be offering that extended qualifying offer. And now it is time, like I mentioned, to execute wave 2 of my game plan. Can we convince a free agent to come to Utah? Now, that's going to be a tough thing to, you know what? That's going to be tough to do, I'll admit. We really don't have a, we don't have a bench at all. We pretty much have a starting 5, but one of these guys is probably going to be moving the bench. I honestly want a wing. I think Abaji or... We're going to be replacing the shooting guard to the small forward spot, essentially here. So I'm going to keep Markkanen at the starting 4. I'm going to keep Kessler, and I'm going to keep Sexton, I believe, as the point guard. But we shall see. I'm going to make some money moves in free agency. My big signing is going to be DeJounte Murray from the Atlanta Hawks. The only reason I can see this happening is because no team is willing to pay DeJounte Murray what he wants. And we go ahead and snag him up. Offer him a big contract, and he's like, okay, this team is paying me the most, so he comes to Utah. I said I wanted a guard or a forward, and I'm literally doing the opposite of that, but that's going to move Sexton to that 6-man role, which I think he'll thrive in anyway. So it'll be, they got Murray at point guard. I guess we could technically start Sexton and Murray together, though, if we really wanted to. So I guess I technically did what I said I was going to do. So that's fine. We can definitely roll with that. Sexton and Murray as our backcourt. I think we can make that work, and then we can just continue to fill out the rest of the roster. So our big signing was DeJounte Murray, adding him to the team. He's literally the same age as Markkanen, so I think that's going to work out perfectly. So let's just keep filling this out, shall we, to keep adding bench pieces. So we're going to need a lot. So let's go straight to it. So backup center, we can't spend like a lot of money on one position, though. We got to, kind of budget what we're going to do. So Kevon Looney, of course, could be like a perfect backup center. I do see like Isaiah Hartenstein down here as well. I see Paul Reed. Kevon Looney, though, how much money we have left? We have a lot of money. So I'm going to sign Kevon Looney to be my backup center here to come to Utah. We could sign like Markelle Fultz. We can sign like a Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones, one of the better backup point guards in the NBA, in my personal opinion. So that would be really nice. Shooting guards, we did need backup or forwards, though. So Okoro is asking for way too much money. Okogie. You got Josh Hart down here, of course, is always amazing off the bench. Kenyon Martin Jr. wants $18 million, though. I think I'm going to go for Okogie. We're going to go for him. He would be pretty nice. We're going to fill out this. And then last but not least is that power forward spot. Bull. You got Kyle Anderson, Denny Avdia, Baisley, Aaron Naismith, Neesmith, I should say, Jalen Smith, Robinson Earl, Reggie Bullock, Derek Jones, Rui Hachimura. Of course, Rui Hachimura has been amazing in LA. I just don't know how much he'll go up in overall here in 2K. Bull, though, at $15 million, it's kind of looking like a really nice budget. Honestly, might just go for him. He has no other offers. I'm going to go for Bull. Let's sign these three guys to be our bench pieces. So Bull, Kogi, and Looney to be off the bench. And then do we have enough money to sign like anything else very good? No, we're starting to get to the point where we're budgeting a little bit. So Sexton, Murray, Abaji. It'll be Grady Dick with Okogie. It'll be Markkanen, Bull, Kevon Looney, and Walker Kessler. So that's looking good. And I wouldn't mind a backup point guard on top of what we already have. So let's do that. Backup point guard. McConnell is the best option. Gabe Vincent is here as well, who's been knocking down some shots. Javon Carter. I'll sign the Javon Carter to a one-year deal. We literally only have like, do we have any bird rights on anybody, or did I renounce all of them? Yeah, no bird rights. So just going to sign, I think, like Javon Carter. He probably won't even play minutes, but, you know, have him in there just in case. Going to go 1 year on him, and that is going to be our offseason. So I feel pretty good about bringing in Jonathan Murray. I think he's going to fit exactly what we need. I see Levert, and I'm going to sign him as well. It looks like we can go over the cap to get him. I'm going to sign him to a 2-year deal. Worst case scenario, his money is used in a trade later on. Sign like Larry Nance as well. Kind of like the idea of that. So I'm going to give Larry Nance a 2-year deal, more depth, and that'll be it. So we went all in on this offseason. I said I was going to. Player progression, you have Markin up to an age 7. You have Kessler up, Sexton, Abaji. You got Bull, Kogi. Unfortunately, our rookie did not move up at all. He was a 79 earlier, so he actually kind of went down. So maybe we should be looking at that small forward position later on. Maybe at the deadline, if there's a small forward that I just can't pass up on, we can go get one if we need to. Just kind of depends on how the season's going. We just got the first seed, made it all the way to the conference finals, and we've only gotten better by adding Murray. So you would assume that things could go a little bit better here, but we'll see. Let's go look at this rotation. Power game is going to land us at 17. You got a backcourt of Sexton and Murray. They want to start a Kogi, Markkanen, Kessler, Abaji, Bull, Kevon Looney, and then our rookie at the end of the bench. So proficiency is going to be a 4-star. Hopefully this is going to work out. Murray fits our system perfectly. I will be looking at that small forward spot potentially at the deadline to see if there is a move we can make potentially. So we started the trade deadline at 28 and 26, and I just started thinking to myself, with all these assets that we have, I wonder with all these picks, should we cash in on bringing someone into Utah, try to bring someone in to push us over that top? Can we do that right now? Because right now we're sitting at 20 and 26, and things are looking good. They're on the up and up. Jonathan Murray is amazing at that shooting guard spot. We got Colin Sexton at 23 points per game. He's doing his job. Markkanen and Abaji, we actually moved him to the small forward, so I don't think I'll be looking for a small forward anymore because he's actually doing a great job at that small forward spot. Exactly what you would want in a 3-and-D small forward. Kessler, of course, we're not changing that. Defensively, rim running center, we love that. Bull. Bench is pretty solid enough. But I wonder if we can make an upgrade. That's what I'm kind of thinking to myself here. So if we take a look at what it would take to get an upgrade, the guy I'm looking at has been amazing in these playoffs so far, and they're a team that are they're a very fun team right now, and that is the Kings. They're terrible. They have a rebuilding roster. It's clearly rebuild time in Sacramento. They go from the highest point they could have been. Sabonis left them in free agency. Fox is staying here like, man, this situation is getting worse and worse every day. Could we bring Fox into Utah? Could we do it? Of course, we're going to try because we have the assets, I believe, to pull it off. And I don't get De'Aaron Fox very often anymore because, of course, what he's been doing in Sacramento. He's averaging only 20 this season, though, which is a little disappointing based off what he's done. But regardless, I'm going to try for him. So can I get him without trading anything crazy, I wonder? So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see what this would take. I'm going to throw a Kogi in here. We'd be $19 million off. I think we could actually get there. So we might be giving up a lot of depth here. But if I threw like Bull, a Kogi, and then my rookie and Grady Dick here, I think probably, which is going to be like $6 million. And then I throw as many picks as I possibly can. That Cleveland pick, not marketing though. That Cleveland pick ain't going to mean nothing to them. That Grizzlies pick is actually a 2-star. That Timberwolves pick, literally nothing. And then that Lakers pick is at least something. Okay. And then you give me like Dwight Powell. Okay. So this. Bol Okogie, Grady. Is this enough for a guy like De'Aaron Fox? No, not really. This should not be enough. But I'm offered anyway. They agree. Was that a terrible trade? In my mind, yes, it actually was. But you know what? We kept Colin Sexton, who's going to thrive in that 6-man role. And now we have Fox, Murray, Abaji, Markkanen, Kessler, Sexton, Kevon Looney, LeVert, and Larry Nance, which is why we went ahead and brought in LeVert and Nance, because now we have depth for them. And I'm feeling pretty good. Sexton is going to be our 6-man, Looney, LeVert, and we brought in De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox and Murray as our backcourt with Abaji, Markkanen, Kessler, Sexton, Looney, LeVert, and Larry Nance. Huge W. Proficiency is a 4-star. With Fox joining us, hopefully this team can just be really damn good. So at the end of the season, we finish up as the 3rd seed in the West this time around. We do not get a top 2 seed, I guess, or the 1st or the 2nd seed is probably the better way of saying it. But if you look at our big 3, it's all guards. Fox, Murray, and Sexton was our guard rotation. Markkanen with 20, 14, and then 12. I probably should have included Sexton in that Sacramento trade. It probably would have made it a little bit more realistic. That trade I offered to Sacramento, I will admit, I was complete garbage. Like, they literally just gave me, I guess Bol was a good trade chip for them. I don't know. They just gave me Fox for pennies on the dollar. But regardless, let's go see what we can do. And can we make some noise in the playoffs? We do get Portland in round 1. They've added Josh Green. Shaedon Sharp is up. You got Damian Lillard, Anthony, Jeremy Grant, Nurkic. So somebody come around against Portland. They win game 1, game 2, but we are going to a game. I did not mean to click Simcast Live. Okay. We are in Simcast Live, one of the worst things 2K has ever created. Get me out of Simcast Live. I do not need to be in Simcast Live. Okay. Now we can try Simcast. Let's try if this is, let's see. All right, here we go. Game 6 to get to a game 7 after we just traded for Fox. So I'm hoping this is going to work out in our favor. Can we get the lead? Fox, we need that Clutch Player of the Year award to pop up. And Dame says no. Fox with 38. Dame with 34. And we lose in round 1 after trading for De'Aaron Fox. How disappointing is that? And now we get Cleveland and Denver. And you're going to have Cleveland going to win a championship. So it's literally just a matter of running it back another year at this point. We got a lot of retirements at this point in time. I don't think we're going to have a lottery pick unless we do somewhere, which we do not. So we have the 24th pick and 30, though. So it's just a matter of seeing what else we could do. Just going to upgrade the bench as much as possible and just do whatever I can to, put this team in the position to go win it all. So, of course, in free agency, we're going to have to resign Lauri Markkanen. So let's take care of that right now. We're going to have to renounce pretty much everybody in order to do that, which is fine by me. So we renounce everyone, get Lauri Markkanen back, and now it's time to see what we can sign in free agency. So I see Terrence Mann. We do have Sexton right now. I think I am going to be signing Terrence Mann, though. That's honestly like a perfect guy you'd want off your bench. So I'm going to sign Terrence Mann to be my backup shooting guard, I believe. So that's going to look good in my opinion. So we'll sign him. Terrence Mann will move to that shooting guard spot, and he'll thrive in that role. And he actually goes up. Not an overall, but just his bar moved up. So Sexton, Fox, you have Murray, Terrence Mann. You're going to have LeVert, Abaji, Markkanen, Tate, and then you're going to have Kevon Looney, Larry Nance. That's looking good. So I honestly think I should sign a forward if I can. There's not a ton of good options here. Or we can trade for a forward on as well if we wanted to. So if I threw like Larry Nance and let's say LeVert in a trade, can I get like a good forward offered to me? Like McDaniels from Philadelphia would be perfect. Jalen Smith, Drummond, exactly what I needed. So one of those offers is going to be just fine. Which one do we want to do, though, is the question. Josh Hart. I'm scared he'll go down in overall if I get him. McDaniels and Matt Bayer. Sure, why not? We'll do that, and that will be my rotation. So let's go take a look at what player progression is going to treat us like. It's going to go Fox 90, Murray 88, Kessler 87, Markkanen 87, Sexton, and then Abaji's up to an 82 overall. So running it back another year, we got the 3rd seed last year and got eliminated in the first round by Portland, which was really disappointing. Hopefully this year, things are going to be a little bit different. Power ranking lands at 7. Here's your starting 5 with a good 6-man and Colin Sexton. And that will be it. So will this turn into anything good for us? Proficiency is only 4 stars still. And we'll keep rolling with it. So I will see you guys at the end of the season where hopefully this team is really damn good. So we once again dominated the West, finished up as that first seed in the Western Conference. We had Markin lead the way with 22.5 points per game on his brand new contract, which is a W. Fox with 20 and 9. He is a free agent. So is Colin Sexton. So I'm kind of hoping we just take advantage and win right now. That way I don't really have to worry about re-signing anybody. And then we just call it a day. But we'll see what happens. So we get the Pelicans in round 1. They have Dyson Daniels, LeBron James, which is Bronny James, of course. Zion, Isaiah Hartenstein, Herbert Jones. They don't have Brandon Ingram anymore, I guess. So their roster is a little funky looking. CJ McCollum is down overall like crazy. CJ McCollum just like regresses insanely in 2K, man. That contract they gave him in 2K, they're just like, yeah, that contract is terrible. 30 million for 78 overall is just absolutely atrocious. But Sunday current round against New Orleans. Please beat them. And we almost blow a 3-0 lead. That is very nice. And now we get the Timberwolves, and we get to play Rudy Gobert, which is kind of fun. They have Austin Reeves, they had Edwards, they added Trey Jones as starting point guard, which I think actually is kind of a solid point guard to have. Let's see what happens, man. Game 1, up 1-0, beat them by 31, Sexton with 33. We know we have guys that can score. 2-0 start. Baji 26, 47 from Edwards, but does not matter. 3-0 W. We were just in this position earlier, and we all know how that almost just went. But we beat them in 5, please. Yes. Okay. We don't have to worry about a 3-0 comeback. Now we get Oklahoma City or Sacramento. Sacramento, even after trading Fox, is about to potentially meet us in. Wow, that'd be crazy if Sacramento got here, but they don't. So Oklahoma City Thunder got Cleveland and New York on the other side, which by the way, shout out to New York, man. They're doing great against... Ooh, they got Giannis. But yeah, they're doing phenomenal against the Cavs right now, which I don't think a lot of us expected. But playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, they have Shea, Giddey, they added Ingram, they got Booker, they got Chelmgren, Jalen Williams, Zachary, Bryce. They got definitely a good roster. So we got our... we got it. We're going to have a tough... we have a tough task ahead of us. But we do beat them by 2. 24 and 8 from Fox, 23 and 7. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1 lead for them. These have been all close games. We even it up. Game 5, big one. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Beat them in 6. Let's go, babe. We are in the NBA Finals. You're in Fox. You're Finals MVP. And now we get to play the Cavs. So the Cavs, Garland, Malik Monk, they lost Donovan Mitchell. They no longer have Donovan Mitchell. This is our chance. This is our opportunity. Once in a lifetime. Cash in, man. 1-0. They lost Mitchell. We don't have to worry about Donovan Mitchell. 2-0. 3-0. As long as we don't blow a 3-0 lead, we are champions. Okay. Game 5. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We got the Utah Jazz to the finals. Kessler with 5 blocks per game is your finals MVP, and that is how the video shall end. I finessed the Kings for De'Aaron Fox. I will admit. Should have offered way more. If I could have offered way more draft picks, I would have. But, you know, it gives you 6 slots. Whatever. I'll admit that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. I love the roster we threw together. I think we used our cap space. I think we used all of our assets very wisely. We will be back with another one tomorrow. Is there any teams that could be eliminated tonight? Can't Cleveland be eliminated tonight? So if there is a team eliminated in the playoffs, of course, I'll be back tomorrow with one of those. But thank you guys for watching. As always, see you on the next one. It's Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.